Round 3 of the FIM Motocross World Championship came to Brazil, and in MX2 Race One, it was Jose Butron on the Silver Action KTM that led the way with the Fox head hole shot. Half a lap later, though, Arnold Tonis found his way into the lead of the fast-gating Spaniard. Behind them in third was the number 59 of Alexander Tonkov and the 259 of Glenn Coldenhoff. Dylan Ferrandis didn't make the best start and was having to work hard to fight his way through traffic. Jordi Tixier on the Red Bull KTM was also having a bad time. So too Alessandro Lupino, who went out with what looked to be a damaged gear lever. Dylan Ferrandis and Glenn Coldenhoff fought over fourth position in the mid part of the race. And just after that, the number 17 of Jose Butron came under attack in that seventh position. He eventually fell, handing the second place to the number 59 of Alexander Tonkov, who then fell a lap or so later. So there's a lot of action going out on track, but the 200 of Arnold Tonis eventually came through to cross the line with his first ever win. Ferrandis was second, Febvre was third. In MXGP Race 1, it was Gauthier Paulin with a Fox head hole shot. Behind him, though, Mathis Caro went down with Xavier Borg. At the end of the first lap, number 89, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, found his way past the Frenchman, Gauthier Paulin, number 21, who then fell a lap later from second down to 14th. Veli Bobryshev, 777 on the HRC Honda, found himself in third place, but not for much longer because Tony Cairoli on the 222 moved into second, as Clement de Sal moved into fourth, passing the Australian Todd Waters on the Red Bull Ice One Husqvarna. Waters was in the thick of it, had his hands full with Max Nagel as well for a little bit of the race in the mid part, but Tony Cairoli found his way past the number 89 of Jeremy Van Hoorbeek on lap 6, and from there he never looked back as the two HRC Hondas of Nagel and Bobryshev traded bars. Nagel eventually going through to finish in fourth. His teammate was fifth, but Tony Cairoli was invincible even as the rain fell in the later stages of the race. Cairoli, Van Hoorbeek, de Sal was your top three. In MX2 Race 2, slightly trickier conditions at the start of the race after the rain, but still didn't stop a first-time pilot happening. Jordi Tixier getting caught out, and so too Maxime Dupre. Dylan Ferrandis, though, passed Coldenhoff for the lead, and then about 3 corners later, he fell. Coldenhoff was very lucky not to run into the back of the Frenchman. So Coldenhoff was your leader. The 243 of Tim Geiser on the Garibaldi Honda found himself in second place as Lupino went down, eventually coming home in 8th place. On the CLS Monster Energy Kawasaki, the 59 of Alex Tonkov and the 99 of Max Anstey on the bike at Cosworth Yamaha, they fought over 4th and 5th position, eventually the Brit going through at the top of the hill. Valentin Guillot had a great start, but he fell and would eventually finish down in 5th place. But Glenn Coldenhoff on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki, he was a Grand Prix winner at Matchley Basin last year. He follows that up with his first career race win here, Race 2 Brazil. Tonis was second, Geiser was third. The overall Grand Prix classification note, an overall Grand Prix victory for Tonis, Coldenhoff second, Anstey third overall. And the championship lead now belongs to Arnold Tonis with Coldenhoff second and Ferrandis in third. And there's your podium. Arnold Tonis winning his first ever Grand Prix victory in MX2, along with a victory in Moto number 1. And it was even more memorable for the Swiss rider, as he also collected the red plate from Dr. Wolfgang Schrub, the FIM CMS director. He now leads the championship going into round 4 in Italy.
I can't tell you really. I mean, everything went good together, and you know, I enjoy my ride, so it seems like it paid off right here. I'm happy for all the team, you know, JJ, I believe he's watching, and everyone, you know. I want to thank my family, everyone. I'm so happy, really.
In MXGP Race 2, it was another lightning start for Gauthier Paulin, a second Fox head hole shot for him. And he looked to try and distance himself at the head of the field early on from Clement de Sal and Tony Cairoli, who found his way past Mathis Caro on the opening lap. The big hitters were up front where we all wanted them to be, but it wasn't long before Tony Cairoli was snapping at the rear wheel of the 25 Clement de Sal. These two would make it pretty interesting as well. Tried all the tricks in the book, did Cairoli, to find a way past. Eventually, he found a way through at the end of lap 5. And Cairoli then had his eyes set on the 21 of Gauthier Paul, and he got better drive coming out of the final turn. And on lap 6, Cairoli was the new race leader in what were pretty difficult conditions. Clement de Sal was in 3rd position. Eventually found himself being caught by the number 89 of Jeremy Van Hoorbeek as 21 Gauthier Paulin looked comfortable there in 2nd. But Tony Cairoli was a double race winner here in Brazil. Gauthier Paulin was 2nd, Clement de Sal was 3rd. Your overall podium was Cairoli, de Sal, Van Hoorbeek. Cairoli taking his 65th career victory, his 41st in MXGP. And he extends his lead to 30 points at the top of the championship standings. So back-to-back Brazilian Grand Prix victories for Antonio Cairoli and Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. Back-to-back podiums for Jeremy Van Hoorbeek as well. Took his first one in Thailand 2 weeks ago. But Tony Cairoli leads as they go to Arco di Trento.
I like this track, you know, it's very technical and it can make a good difference between the riders, and that's what I like, you know. But anyway, I was riding very good, especially second moto. Then after I passed Paulin, I twisted my ankle again while I was 3 or 4 laps before the end. So we are like this. We are really happy, you know, double win, so see you next time.